Alright, we are back. It is episode 21 of Agrarian Skies. I am your main man, Stan, after a beer stand here. I've been hard at work. Let's go outside and see what's done. Yeah, lots of brick. Put some amber in. This whole area is starting to come together, take shape a little bit. Oh, hey, saplings. I've been grinding on wood, just taking care of some chores, basically. Haven't fiddled around with that at all. I put a couple of ducts on and whatnot just to smelt some stuff, but I haven't done anything systemic off camera. Finished up the mob spawner. We're getting good drops from that. Already got a stack of ender pearls. That was maybe an hour ago. Oh, hey, hi. Oh, let's get a weapon out, huh? Shall we? Goodbye. Apparently our mob spawner's got a leak. I wonder where I think it's this. Yeah, I got one square. I'm sure I got a torch on me. Stop that. Anyway, mob spawner. I already got a stack of ender pearls out of it. Oh, hey, there's another and a quarter. We're cruising right along. I've been grabbing rotten flesh and string and using that in the little composter in there to make some dirt. I think I'm just going to move that whole setup over here, but I wanted to do that on camera because otherwise it seems like I'm coming back and my whole world has changed, and I mean, like this kind of stuff, that doesn't need to happen on camera. That's not, everybody knows that how that was done. Okay, I put some amber blocks and I put some bricks, and there's no questions about that. But this kind of stuff, automating systems and building little contraptions and doohickeys, that I think I want to do as much on camera as absolutely possible. For some reason, I don't fall in this hole. I walk by there 100 times. Been grinding on the melons. Got some little bit of stockpile of juice. Well, that stuff goes so fast. I had 64 and almost half a stack in there, and I'm back down to under a stack now. Been working out in the garden. I threw some dirt down around here as a border. That's just silver blocks, and I put some glowstone. You can just kind of see it peeking out under there to light the place up, because micro blocks, they don't block light. You can like cover up solar panels with them, and the solar panels still work, and you can cover up the glowstone with them, and the area is still lit up. So we don't have any more ugly torches sitting around. We'll get this place pertified. Yeah, melons for days. And this is just 4. I mean, we could have done something way bigger, and we could do like a little piston farm or something, but I figured I didn't want to take a bunch of intermediate steps like halfway automation. We can just punch melons for a little while until we can get something going. So I'm liking the silver. It kind of looks like the light is coming from those blocks, which I'm digging the look of that. In fact, the amber kind of almost looks like it's lighting the place up too. So I'm really liking that. That is working. I'll show you. Let's go back up there for just 1 second. I said I was talking about this, and just want everyone to see what this is. So those are Invar spikes, and one recipe gets you 4 of them, and they're pretty easy. Once you get a little bit of Invar, it's a block of Invar. Oh. Oh. Maybe the wrong place to stand and have a conversation. Wow. Jeez. Whoa. Okay, we got some cobblestone. Where'd those 2 blocks go? Oh, they're in here, I bet. Yeah. Let's close that back up. Step over here and have a chat, shall we? Anyway, the Invar spike. 3 Invar swords, 3 Invar ingots, and 1 Invar block, which actually, if you sit down and do the math, is 2 Invar blocks, because it's 2, 4, 6, 9, and another block. So 2 Invar blocks, pretty easy. Found out after all that running about and searching NEI and doing all of that you can just make Invar in the smeltery. Yeah, so live and learn. I got some chickens here. when I was out, one thing I've been doing off camera is just expanding this platform in all directions. We're working out behind the smeltery and out that way because we need to start getting some farms, some livestock, and we've got a lot of work to do. I want to get. I put a little soul sand farm in there, and this thing, oh my goodness, this hammer, it's always gone. Diamond hammer, and it doesn't last long. I did work through all my backlog, but it's starting to pile up again. I should craft up a hammer. And it's not that crafting those hammers, I mean, we got sticks, we got diamonds, that's no big deal. It's just having to do it. We get an ME system set up, or possibly we just bypass this step and pipe everything into the smeltery. I don't even know. I like this, but for that one thing. And I had a hopper in there, but it kept filling up. Even after I covered it, it kept filling up with stuff. So that's just not. We'll have to pipe in from outside. We could do a whole chest of diamond hammers and just have them fed in continuously, I suppose. Maybe that's what we need to do. So automating the smeltery, I had a couple of ideas, and I think either of them would work. My first idea was just to do 9 basins, around this thing. I probably end up moving it over one to get us a block on this side, just so we have enough room. And just because you can, if you put a servo in these guys, you can filter just like the item ducts, and we can use, I think I put it in here, yeah, we just use a bucket of molten gold and just click it in there. And so we can have one drain for each type of metal, and that way whenever an ingot gets cast or gets smelted, it'll get put in there, and when it's full, it'll create a block. Pretty simple, and probably the easier of the two solutions. My other solution is to make 9 one-block high smelteries and stack them up and make like a giant chimney effect, which is kind of what we were going for anyway. So even though it's more work, I'm kind of leaning towards that. And for now, I'm just not going to worry about it. You know what? Because really, I just do this. Right now, I just finished up with gold. Gold's done. I'll just throw another basin down here so I don't have to waste what's in here. I mean, I could just break that, or I could put a casting table down here with an ingot cast and pour directly out of that into this. I'm pretty sure, I thought I had a faucet. Well, I got some bricks. I can make one. That's a shame because I probably have 3 of them sitting around somewhere. But whatever. Pretty sure this works. I think you can just... No? Yeah. Shift left click, and then you could put an ingot cast down there and pour that out and make ingots. I've been doing a little studying up. But you never know, you watch a video and it's a different version and something like that doesn't work. So that does work on Agrarian Skies anyway. Oh, hey. But, no, wrong one. There we go. But for now, we'll just do this instead. I still have a cover on me? Sure do. That's convenient. And then it's real easy. Oh, because this lever will affect both. That's cool. Excellent. Real easy to just come over here and say, let's do... I don't really use a lot of silver. Or nickel. Oh, let's do copper first. And we just drop 5 stacks of copper in here and get blocks. But that's basically what we would be doing. It's just setting up one of those for each metal. And then we would leave the front empty. Like if we wanted to do some Invar or something in there, you know, we could turn all these off and then just do something manual around the front. But I like the idea of stacking smelteries, because that would be faster. I think in order to automate the smeltery, we really want it to just be one high, so it can smelt 9 at a time. I don't know. That's one idea that I was playing with. It would be one way to automate, and then you pump in 9 items at a time, and it can't ever get confused because you're always just making a block. But the thing that I think would be real neat to do with stacked smelteries is you can put a ring of some other material in between the layers. Like, so that first layer of brick would be the smeltery, and then you'd have to put the base of the next smeltery in here, but around the edge you could put something else, like this limestone, or I don't know what would look real good. I'm wondering how to make that brown stone, because that might look good. And you can do the same fancy blocks with both. Let's find out. How do we make brown stone? Smelting rough brown stone, which we get with gravel and molten electrum or molten tin. Double compressed gravel. Now, why would anyone do that? Oh, because it gets you 81. That's way faster. Oh, so we finally found a use for gravel besides just that. Huh. We don't have any extra gravel. Speaking of which, one of our next projects needs to be the earthworks. And I think we're going to do it right here, because I want to get this aqueous accumulator out of there. And we talked about a water tower, and that's still a possibility. But I think if we just set it up inside the earthworks, and the earthworks, it makes a lot more sense for them to have the water supply. I'm getting a little bit more mossy stone. I could set up something to automate that, and I probably should. Those two there give us 6, and if we get 9 of them, 8 of them, I think it's 8. I think we just need a circle. That gets us the bit of moss, the ball of moss that we can use to auto-repair our equipment. And like, especially this hatchet, it breaks all the time. I mean, it's constant. I'm running back and forth. When I'm grinding these trees, it's just all the time. And this pick, too. I've repaired it a couple of times, and I leveled up in it. So items that you make, they do level up. So over here, I think we'll do the earthworks, and we'll just have a whole bank of pulverizers. And we'll just be spitting out cobblestone, gravel, big barrels, you know. Maybe we'll switch that obsidian over, because it really shouldn't have obsidian in a smeltery. I mean, it was there because we needed it and it was convenient. But this area, like that, clay, no. This, no. The obsidian, no. This needs to be what it is, and that is just the smeltery. I'd even really like to pipe these other items somewhere else, so that this area is just dealing with metal and storing metal and processing metal. And I think we're just waiting for an ME system for that. I don't want to monkey around with building some elaborate place for all of this when it's just going to go away. When we get an ME system, I don't see any reason for barrels. It's just a simple storage restriction, as long as we have the storage space on the ME system. And I don't think, I mean, resource production, we're there. We're there. It's just, I mean, this is basic, but we have the basics. We will scale up. I think earthworks is the next thing. We need trees, but here's the thing about trees. The auto farms that I was looking to use, they take a ton of dirt. Every time a tree grows, the dirt under it turns into sand, and it plops a new dirt block in there. So every tree is a dirt block wasted. And we can make dirt. The saplings from the trees will give us dirt. I was counting on those for power. In the beginning, we can use those for dirt. The other thing we could do is there's this, and I believe this is a quest. I think we have to do this anyway. There's a planter that plants the stuff, and a harvester that, guess what that one does? Yeah, that harvests this stuff. And you can set this guy up to shear the leaves. And that's probably, in the long run, the single most efficient way to make dirt that I can think of at this point. We need to get that set up with some trees, and that'll get us the wood we need, because chopping these trees down, it gets old. I spent a good hour chopping trees down, and that got us just a little bit of platform and a couple of barrels. And I mean, I was doing other stuff too. I was harvesting melons, and I was putting all this stuff in and cooking bricks and trying to empty the smeltery out, because remember, we turned it on and it started filling up. It was so full. I had to automate this just a little bit. I mean, look at 48 blocks of bronze. That was a mistake. I didn't really need that. That was just random stuff going in there. 62 blocks of gold, a couple of stacks of iron blocks. I mean, it was pretty crammed. If I hadn't have done this, I would have just sat there all day, left clicking this stuff. It would have been real boring. But let's get something done. I've got some cobblestone over in this chest that needs moving, because we need to cook us up some stone and start on the next little project. So I think the earthworks. Oh, okay. Before we do that, where is our quest book? I think it's in a random chest. I was reorganizing a little bit and dropped a bunch of stuff. There we go. Before we do that, we just, in the process of doing all this and automating and the machines that we built, we completed some quests, and I didn't want to do this without you guys. So we powered processing. That was the pulverizer, and I think, oh, well then, okay, that could be. Oh, no space in the old inventory. Pretty standard. Let's do that. Claim reward. Oh, still no space? Alright. Let's try this again. Yeah, that cobblestone barrel is full, and I don't want to start another barrel, but maybe I really should. Because we need cobblestone, but we're not making cobblestone at the moment. So you know what we should do is just upgrade that. I'll find out what that takes here momentarily. Let's claim reward. What's that hammer about? Fortune 3. Now, if that had some kind of unbreaking on it or something, that would be exceptionally cool. But if I put that in there, it's just gonna go away. So I don't know. And that would significantly increase our yield. Now, if we hold on to that and try to use it auto packaging, no room. And try to use it manually, like whenever we might want to hit something with a hammer manually, I'm thinking that's just never going to happen. I don't plan to hammer anything by hand ever again, if I can help it. And so, a Fortune 3, like, what would we possibly... Can we maybe do this? Oh yeah, okay, so what can we hammer? Stone and cobblestone. See, there's no gain here. 0 for fortune. 0 for fortune. No, that's pulverizer. No. See, so here we start getting into some fortune stuff. That's where it would be of use to us, is breaking up those iron ores and such which is what we're using the hammers for. So 4, that's a pretty big bonus. 10%, 10%, 5% on all of those at every level. And that's all going to be just the same. Yeah. Oh, really? Obsidian gets you an order shard. See, now but no fortune bonus. Oh, 3%. Drop chance, 10. So that's maybe Ardite ore. So maybe the sandstone, we can make sandstone out of sand. So potentially for that. That's the only thing I can see. So maybe we'll go and put that in a chest for now. I don't think it's worth putting in an autonomous activator. We got our little questy chest here. Various. This I got out of the mob spawner. And I don't know that we really need a bow, but it's the best bow I've seen. So I think I'm going to make an anvil and get that repaired. Let's get rid of some other stuff while we're in here. I made a golden lasso. I don't know if I did that on camera. I'm pretty sure that I did, but in case not, that thing's super handy. Doesn't work on hostile mobs. Tried that, but it does work on any of the friendly mobs. So when we go to move this livestock over to the farm, that's going to make things so much easier. I tried a lead and that worked okay, but the lasso is just way easier, like orders of magnitude easier. What else don't we need? I got rid of that trash can for the soul sand farm. In fact, we should go check on that and make sure that that's keeping up. I don't need those guys. That stuff we can throw in here. Alright, so we got a greater bag. I've pretty much given up hoping that these are going to be anything super cool. Ender lily seeds. That gets us ender pearls, which is cool. We have that, but I guess more is good. Now that we have ender pearls, we can set up an ender generator, like these lava generators. There's an ender generator as well that runs off of ender pearls. So maybe that will be of use to us. And then let's see, other quest, yeah, no good. But maybe it unlocks something. No, what's this? Cultivating the harvest. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. So we need a harvester and a planter and a sledge boiler and an invar sickle. And that gets us really nothing except a flux infused sickle. I believe that will harvest leaves like the shears do, and I think that just lasts and lasts and lasts. So well, that's cool. And then, oh, whoops, there was another one here, getting rubbery. Oh, so we've done that. Did we already complete this? It looks like... Oh yeah, okay, we did. I thought it was flashing. Guess I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Alright. So let's do this because we need, like, I think that is our next machine, and we need some dirt to get that working. But we'll just have to grind on that a little bit. If we complete this quest and get that sickle, we'll see what it does to these leaves, and maybe we'll get some dirt real fast. We need to go right here. We need some plastic, raw plastic, to make some plastic sheets. I just cooked up, yeah, so those. Of course, our furnaces are all busy. That was a genius move. Let's just throw those back in. I think that'll be enough. We might want to save that for actual rubber. In the meantime, oh yeah, let's grab what we got out of here and top them off. There we go. get us some more of these bricks, and we'll expand over here so we can start making the earthworks. And I kind of want to make the floor out of dirt, really, but we just don't have it. And I've been kind of wasting dirt filling this in, but I'm not going to move it now. And the earthworks, I don't think is going to have to be real big. Again, we'll have to scale all of this up. This is just to get us started, just so we're not grinding away at stuff all the time. So I think we had a chisel in here. Yeah. Let's just do the whole stack. That wears out quick. God, no inventory. I crafted and ate a heart as well because we were down to 2 lives, and I just didn't want to risk it. You know, something random happens and you lose a life, and then you get back involved in your project and you lose a life again, and suddenly your map's gone. I don't want to lose all this progress. I think that I could film better video a second time through, but I don't really like to operate that way. It is what it is. It's done. It's finished, and we'll just next time, you know, hopefully the videos will just get better and shorter. I'm gonna try to make them shorter. I don't know. I like long videos personally, but I have gotten a little bit of feedback that says they're a bit long. But that person, I don't know. Personally, we'll see. We'll just see. We'll see what the viewers say. I haven't had many views yet because the video number 1's only been up a few days at the time of this filming. So, we'll see. If I don't get any views, well, that's not really indicative of anything. I guess, I don't know, is the number an hour and a half? I think the first episode was an hour and a half. Is that intimidating? Whoa. Okay, full stack of those gone. It's amazing sometimes how quickly your building materials go. Especially on a sky block when, you know, it's not like we have just infinite building materials lying about. I mean, we have access to some infinite sort of supplies, but not so much. Light this place up a little bit so we can wander off safely. And all those mobs spawned. I had another sheep in there, but a wolf spawned and killed it. He was outside. Luckily, he didn't get the other one, but he was able to jump up next to the fence and attack over the fence and kill my sheep before I could run over there and kill him. All those guys, see, we're too close. Like all the work we're doing here, we're not getting passive mobs because we're too close. But I was out there expanding the platform, and that's when I got the chickens. Oh, hey, an egg. Thank you. It's like he just threw it at me. He's like, here you go. Have an egg. Oh, there's another one. Let's go get that. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, coming through, excuse me. Yeah, when I was out there, they all spawned, so like anytime we run out there, when we start working on the farm here, we're gonna get passive mobs. And we'll expand, as soon as we get this dirt production up and running, we'll expand. This yard, this is gonna be a whole yard over here. And maybe on this side as well. I don't know. Got rid of the mycelium. And you know, I think I only have a couple of those ancient spores left. Those come from the dust. You'd think there would be one in here. Where do they come from? Do they come from sand? So at some point we might have to throw a couple stacks of sand into this mess somewhere. Oh, which is gonna be... Oh no, I think we're equipped to handle that. That should be fine. Not getting a lot of work done. Let's check on our rubber, because that's what we're waiting on. Yeah, there we go. For that stuff, it's just twice smelted rubber, and then this guy. Nothing complicated, just a little bit tedious. No biggie. So let's see. Oh, that had it up. Harvester. This guy, yeah. So that's easy stuff, if you have what you need. We can do that up real fast. I think we're probably going to need 2 of these. Maybe 3 actually, because we're going to do a sludge boiler as well. Let's just make them all at once and save ourselves some time. Do we have iron? Iron, yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not right. I was thinking servo. And glass. Fresh out. Dear. I think we have some in here in a random chest that got moved. I did do some. I guess it's clear glass. I did do some organizing. How did we end up with those guys in our inventory again? I thought I got rid of use. I did do some organizing. I didn't get it all done in the midst of all that running around. But it's shaping up. Is that an Invar axe? I bet it is. Invar axe and some shears. They seem to like the Invar tools. I know we had some Invar in here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And of course we're out of sticks. All standard. Invar axe and 2 pair of shears. No, that doesn't work. And we're golden. And what was on the bottom? Gold. Yeah, speaking of golden. And one of them there. We'll have this quest knocked out. Oh. What's... Not gold. Gold ingot. Reception coil. Machine for... Oh, the plastic. Huh. Of course. Alright, harvester. Hopefully these will go a little faster now, because we've got 2 pistons, copper ingots, a flower pot. Oh, goodness, okay, pistons. We don't have any brick. Oh yeah, we might. I think I saved some. I think it's over here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I was going to use those to make the scorched brick. Yeah, the scorched brick. We have to pour molten cobblestone over some bricks. And I was going to demonstrate that, make a couple of them, and then grind that off camera, because we're going to need like 4 or 5 stacks of them probably. Something like that, maybe. You can throw them too, which is kind of interesting. I think you can put them in the autonomous activator and make a little machine gun. But maybe we'll try that out when we can spare the materials. Pistons, okay. Don't know why I put those in there. 2 pistons. 2 plastic sheets. One of those guys. One of those guys. And some copper, yeah. And then a sludge boiler. 2 furnaces and some iron. 1, 2 furnaces. Oh, and a bucket. We've got a bucket. I just made a bunch of those. I was going to get a bucket full of each type of molten metal for the sorting of liquid metals through the valves, but I think that I'm gonna go with the stacked technique. I was just kind of doing that as a just in case, so that if I did decide to do that, I would already have them. Because it's easy to do when you're going through each of the metals. Like right now we're doing the copper. I should probably go and get a, is it, it's done with the copper. Well, we'll put some more in, because there was more stacks. And then we need an Invar sickle, which I believe is just, where did Invar go? Hello. I know you're here. I'm just being a dork. Sorry, guys. It is still here. There it is. Jeez. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Invar sickle. And I believe we are 100%. Oh, sludge. A bucket of sludge. Great. That means we actually have to hook one of these machines up in order to claim that reward. Well, we need to hook all these machines up. Alright, alright. So we got our work cut out for us, boys. Okay, let's do some inventory clutter, declutterification, and we'll put that Invar sickle to good use. It didn't take it, did it? No. So it was a detection. So we'll go and strip us down some leaves. Right after we just make a little inventory space. The eternal struggle for inventory space. This is kind of my work chest, more or less. Oh, yeah, you can go, you can go. I got some white stained clay. You have to take the clay blocks and cook them, smelt them, and I forget what it's called, rough clay blocks or something like that, and then you put those in a circle around some dye, and bone meal and lapis are the only dye we have right now. So remember I was saying I wanted something white to go with the brick, so white stained clay was kind of the solution. And some huevos, get rid of the huevos, and just all these single items. 1 tin ingot, I could put that somewhere useful, but for now, gone. And I think we just need one. Well, no, I'll keep those for now. I'll put them in on the chest on the other side so we have access to them. Sickle me. Let's see what this does. Do we get leaves or do they just go away? No, they just go away. So shears are still better. Pretty cool, but dang. Okay, well, that being the case, I thought I had a pair of shears somewhere, but honestly, we'll use them. Don't need this anymore. That was useful, but not as useful as one might hope. And we'll shear some leaves, and we'll run up and check on the mob spawner, because that thing makes rotten flesh pretty fast. And we can have ourselves a decent amount of dirt. And I mean, at least enough to... I believe the planter at default only does a 3x3, which that's fine. We'll just set it up for that, and then I'll look into the upgrades and such. They're pretty easy. I've actually looked them up once before. I just gotta to get the specifics as far as size and how it's all gonna work together. Watch a tutorial or whatever. I like to be shown things. Get some saplings. Yeah, I'm not sold 100% on this combination of looks, but I'm liking it. It's pretty good. Alright, let's go check this out. It's not super fast, but I mean, you get into doing some stuff, and there'll be a stack. Oh, see, yeah, we got 2 stacks of flesh, a stack of string. Oh, whoops, did I take the wrong thing? What did I click on by mistake there? Gunpowder. And every once in a while, see, like this we can melt down and get steel from that. So we don't necessarily need the high oven to get steel. But this has been going, and we've gotten a whole bunch of stuff, and only one of that. So, not very reliable. Hey, there's a miniature red heart, and I have some empty canisters that I crafted by mistake. I believe it was aluminum ingots got stuck in the packager chest. So it looks like we're going to need some barrels up here. These, I think, we'll just void those. I'll put a trash can. I mean, that's there. There's no reason for that. Let's get you out of there. This must be a rare drop from a zombie. Carrot too. Grab that. Alright. I wonder if you can compost zombie brains. I think those are good for Thaumcraft. Well, they were good for Thaumcraft 3. I don't know that they mean anything in Thaumcraft 4. Other than you can scan them once with your thermometer, yeah, I'm being a dork, thermometer. Oh, what was I going to put in here? This guy. Yeah, see, there's our empty canisters. So what else do we need? Heart. Necrotic bone. We do not have that, and there is no recipe for it. I think it's a smeltery thing. I think... Or it might be an alchemical. Yeah, Tinker's Construct. So I think you make that in the smeltery, pour something over a bone, and a jeweled apple, which is an apple and 4 diamonds. That's not bad. We get a lot of diamonds. Okay, so we could potentially make ourselves a heart canister. That's great. That's going to be a good source of heart canisters. I would love to have a bunch of those before we run off to the Nether, which I'm dreading. I'm positively dreading the Nether. I just went into the Nether in my other multiplayer world, and I got annihilated. The Nether has changed. There is so much more going on in there. I don't even know. And I've heard that there are some nasty surprises on this map, particularly waiting for you in the Nether. So, yeah, scary times. What did I come over here for? I want to check our furnaces. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, well, we'll just throw the rest of that in there. We're going to need lots of stone. And we're empty. And we're full. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. And we didn't even have enough room in our hopper for all that string. Make us some more of this stuff. We'll have to go repair our chisel, which is where? Did I throw it someplace? How do I lose my chisel? Did I put it in the chest? Well, we can use this one. It repairs with stone. I think we need about half a stack more of those things. And I had just found that one too again. It was missing, and then I found it, and now it's gone again. So despite calling this the earthworks, I think dirt might be the one thing we don't make here. Or maybe we'll call this the quarry. I don't know. It's going to be cobblestone, gravel. And we should probably set up a little system to automate the crafting of this sort of stuff. So we can just have a barrel of fancy blocks hanging around at all times. That's not of the highest priority, but I think it would be kind of cool to integrate into the build. You know, kind of like we did over there. It makes all the metals and then they get processed. So here it can make all the earthy related stuff and then it can get processed. And we really do. We need like a barrel for each thing. Barrel of cobblestone, barrel of gravel. Because I didn't think we really needed gravel, but now it's been made clear that we do. We're going to need gravel. You know, barrel of dirt, barrel of sand, barrel of dust, barrel of whatever. All the way down the line. Barrel of clay, so on and so forth. Barrel of obsidian. Speaking of obsidian, we need to seriously consider how to up the magma production, the lava production. So let's... Is there a magma crucible? I think there is. Yeah, magma crucible. Now these things take a lot of power. But, oh, we need nether brick. Nether brick. Smelt some nether rack and you get another brick. Yeah, okay. And to get nether rack, I think there was a way. No. Oh, here we go, maybe. No. Well, we can get it with the laser drill, which I don't think we're close to getting. Oh, well, going to the nether. Oh, crap. Well, so that'll wait. We're not going to the nether now. Magma crucible. Oh. Well, see, there's always an obstacle. That's really what I want. We need lava if we're ever going to make obsidian on a large scale. And it's going to take, like, several. Those crucibles are real slow. Ideally, you want to put nether rack in them, because that gives you the best return on investment in terms of lava. You get double, basically, lava for nether rack than you do for cobblestone. Of course, cobblestone is free, and nether rack we have to get, so we still might end up going with cobblestone and just having to use twice as many magma crucibles. Because I fully expect that we are going to have to build, like for example, for the cobblestone quest, I've been thinking about the math involved there, and we're going to need like 100 igneous extruders if we're going to get that done in any reasonable amount of time. Not a dozen or 4 or 6 like I was talking before. We're going to need... So we're going to be building like multiple stacks of machines, of the same machine, before this is over, I'm quite sure. So this little thing with a single pulverizer, this little chain, pulverizer, that's nothing. We're not even starting up yet. This is just so we don't have to grind on stuff all the time. This is just to get the basics out of the way and get us to a point where we can work without having to worry about this stuff. Huh. I just realized that we've expanded to a point where it's almost just as easy to go this way to get up to the mob spawner as the other. That's working out great. It's working out really well. And not that we didn't expect it to. I mean, there is nothing complicated or new about this technology, except for the spikes. That was kind of cool. But I mean, this is just totally standard. Vanilla mob spawner. And I'm just gonna build this for right now. Oh, hey, I'm using the wrong blocks. Okay, whatever. You know what? I'm not even worried. Just want to get an outline going here. Why is that block there? I know this one is stopping up water, but I don't know what that was about. So now that we're here, we need... Let's brain. I'm visual. And I don't think I have enough wood to make but maybe a couple of barrels. But let's grab ye old hand truck. And here's a thing. Let's it helps if you're real slow when you're running around with that hand truck, so we just do this. Then we can run down there and grab them again. I think that's actually faster than running over with them, maybe. Just to kind of give us an idea of the different production lines that we're going to want. I'm thinking for the cobblestone, we're going to want 2 igneous extruders. because we want to flood the system. We don't ever want the beginning of the chain to fall behind. It's okay if the end of the chain gets crushed by too much stuff, but we don't ever want to run out of source. And cobblestone is the source of everything for this, and for the intention, for this, yeah, you know what I'm saying. For purposes of this little build, cobblestone is the source of everything, including, I think, the lava that yeah, of course, for the lava. So we have two options, I suppose. If we want to run this system, I think the only reliable source of lava that we have is those crucibles. And it's going to take a whole bunch of them. I don't know what that number is going to be, but I bet it's going to be like 50 at the very least. So that might be a second floor. I think that's what we're going to have to do. This is kind of do what we did over there, but even more so, because we need all of this to happen. And I'll just, when I'm off camera, I'll work on some clay. And we got epic amounts of bone meal from this and this now, so no worries there. We're really, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We can do that, no problem. Porcelain clay for days. And then we'll need some fluiduct. We're going to need about a half a dozen pulverizers at the very least. So that's kind of where we're at. We didn't really do anything this episode, turn in a couple of quests, but it looks like I've got a lot of work to do off camera. What else can we knock out? I suppose I could mess around with this guy a little bit. But that's kind of tedious too. But let me show you what we're going to do. Here's how this works. Oh, goodbye. So if you throw a bucket in here. Oh, no. In here. Yeah. Throw a bucket in there. And don't use the hand shark. Let's get some more of this copper. Let's just finish up our copper. And when that smelts up, you just pour it right into the bucket. Well, we did this before, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So I got the gold. And block of copper. Copper ingots. And we should work out a chest, a barrel wall here. Once I get all this automation figured out, and I think, I don't know. I'm still torn about stacking this up. Or doing the other thing. I'll get that figured out. I'll get it figured out. I'll make a decision before the next episode. In fact, I may just do it in between episodes. That's taken too long. I'm going to cut this off. You guys have seen that. I remember now. And I'll be back next time. Until then, I'm Ather Beer Stand. Thanks for watching, and make sure you leave a like.